We are heading to the library and going to give, they close early. I don't know why they close early on Saturdays. It's kind of weird. You'd think that, you know, library kids doing homework. I don't know. Maybe kids don't do homework at the library anymore. I don't know. Anyway, they close early. They close at 1 today. So we are going to the library to give the librarians some food here. There's this graveyard right here. And I was walking by here one day and my aunt said, "Did you know we have ancestors buried in that graveyard?" So a few weeks ago, I actually went in the graveyard and found several of my ancestors buried in the graveyard, which was really kind of interesting. So basically, some of my ancestors were some of the first founders, settlers of the town of Wells. So kind of interesting little tidbit on things. So we went to the library. I didn't want to film anyone. I didn't really feel like filming people or asking people if I could film them. I don't know. I'm kind of just really shy when it comes to that type of stuff. So I didn't want to bother anyone. Like, I don't want to make people feel like they have to be filmed. So I did not ask anyone. We gave the the fudge tins to the librarians. We made 10. There was 9 of them. So we gave 9 of those away. What are you doing, sir? All right, let's check the books out. What do you got? Ooh, that looks so fun.
Giving cookies to the firemen.
All right, let's go. We are very blessed to have a great team of fire and police in our area. It's a very large station, and along with being a very there's just really great people. They seem to be at like most of the events. They will have like fire and police, and a lot of times they sponsor fun things for the kids. They, over the summertime, they held different events down at the harbor, and the police and fire would be there. They sat and they talked to the kids about like the police dogs and all those types of things. They also were really good. They let the kids use the fire hose. So they're really just such a great team of people. We went in there today. You like pick up a phone, talk on the phone, and she said, "Okay, I'll send a couple of people down." So they said that they're going to send firemen down, and then 2 police officers came down. And so the kids were excited for that because we live like fairly close to the fire and the police station. So when my kids are riding bikes, a lot of times the police and the fire will wave to the kids. So they're kind of excited to see them. They've seen them through the gate before and they're like, "Hi." And they're so nice. Like, I mean, it must be kind of like awkward, odd. I don't know. I try to encourage the kids, okay, if they say something to you, then, but they're also like doing their business or whatever, but they always seem to be the ones that are like, "Hi." So it's really sweet. So I just feel really blessed that we do have such a great community of police and fire. So we gave the cookies to the police, and then a fireman came down, and then my 3-year-old was like, "Where is the lady fireman?" So she had this little bag just with one of them in it, and she wanted to give it to the ladies. So then the fireman says, "Yes, there's quite a few." There was no police ladies there today. There's 3 of them, but they're not there today. But there was a firewoman, and so they said, "Well, if you want, I can go get her." And so she's like, and she hands out a bag, like, she's like, "No." It was funny. She was so curious if she thought that there was like, because we were explaining part of it. So when you go in, part of it is the police and part of it's the fire, and it's divided literally like in half. And so, or like visually, that's how it looks like in half. And so she was like, "Where's the boys' room and the girls' room?" So she was thinking that there was like the boy policeman and then the female policeman like had different places as well too. So it was really cute. Anyway, I know somebody's going to say something about this big old zit. So I'll say something about this big old zit. I got a big old zit on my face and I really don't really care. My husband's not going to be like, "Oh, you got a big old zit on your face." And if he does, I'll probably laugh with him. You're right, I do. Every time I have a zit, it's so funny. Every time I have a zit, somebody likes to point it out. I mean, it's part of life, guys. Yeah, you have hormones. Sometimes that happens. You have stress. Sometimes that happens. Do you get them even if you're videoing? Yes. Some people choose not to film on days that they have zits, or they try to spend hours to cover up a zit. I don't care. I'm human. I have a zit. Get over it. Okay, there we go. Have a nice day. I know most people are not really going to care. But I'm always going to get these comments of like, I couldn't even look at you. You have a zit. Okay, if you feel that way, I'm sorry that it's such a vain thing to you that you just can't look at my face. Sorry about that. But yes, I'm okay with my zit. My zit and me have come to peace with one another. Hope y'all have a blessed day.
Did you go bring stuff to the fire department?
Is he smiling?
Does he like
Oh goodness, where'd that come from? He likes your giraffe. Want to show it to him again?
Yeah.
Do you like her giraffe? Yeah? Who's that?
He bugs me.
He does.
Standing on it.
Oh, he says, look at that giraffe. I got it. You're so nice to share. So later the same day, I was thinking about making it into 2 separate days, but honestly, it's the same day. So I might as well just film it as the same day. So later the same day, we decided that we were going to go to Cape Porpoise, which is part of Kennebunk. So it goes Kennebunk Port, and then Cape Porpoise. And on Cape Porpoise, they have a Christmas tree that's made out of lobster cages. So we're like, let's go see that. And then we also drove by the bigger tree that they have in Kennebunk. And then we went to Ogunquit, and we went to the other footbridge that is on, what is the name of it? I say it like 5 times in the video. Anyway, it's there. And Perkins Cove. There we go, Perkins Cove. And so we go down there, and you can check that out with us as well. It's all lobster traps with a lobster on top. So we are, last year my kids stayed at like a winter, like a summer rental, but they rent them out for winter because it's by the ocean, so they get high rates during the summer. And so we got the winter rental while I was in Ogunquit. When I was in Boston. And so they used to walk Marginal Way, which I should take you sometime. I have not been down it, but they used to walk all throughout the winter along Marginal Way. We are in Ogunquit right now, and we are going to walk the lobster footbridge. Those are silly lobsters, huh? Look at the bench. What's that made out of?
Lobster traps. Can we sit in the bench?
Want to try it?
Oh my gosh. Now, let's see how much weight it can hold before it breaks.
That's fun. Do you want to go up on the bridge?
This area right here is actually kind of
Little villagey. Perkins Cove.
Yeah, we walked down it to this area when we went today.
Thanks. See all the boats down there?
There's boats and all.
So when they stayed last year, you can't really see it, but it would probably be like behind like that over there. So they would walk down on Marginal Way, which I'll share with you in a minute.
It's a drawbridge. Nevada's bridge can open and shut.
Yep, to let the boats in, it's a drawbridge. How about you guys stand right there? I'll take your picture there. Just cross over it. Want me to hold your hand? Just step over it. Oops. That's where the drawbridge would go up and let those boats out. See the boats right there? They would go through if they had a tall mast.
I'm scared.
Here's a little cove, and then it goes out, and the ocean is out there. Bell rings when the bridge is opening or closing. Go over there.
Go down. Go ahead. Come on.
Go ask him to take you over there.
Are we gonna find parking near the Christmas tree to see?
Oh my goodness. There's your Woody. Hi, you're on the bridge. Hi. Do you see all the birdhouses on the outside of the Harbor Masters thing? So there's the buoys, and then there's all the birdhouses. See them? Well, I remember that you guys lost power, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it burnt down. So
yeah, we actually watched. There was a humongous thing of smoke.
So over there, there was a building over there that was a restaurant, and last year when the kids were living in Ogunquit, they lost power, and they looked out the window and they could see the flames from that going up. It was kind of incredible. Definitely raising beach kids. You see that?
Mom, can I go down with them?
I guess if you want to, go ahead.
Be careful. It's probably slippery. Made it up alive.
I love the sound of the ocean. Do you? I love the sound of the ocean. I think probably because I grew up on the Cape, there's lots of times that I would just walk down to the ocean and let it, I don't know, just chill. It's weird because like in Maine, a lot of the beaches are like, some are rock and then some are sand, where mainly on the Cape, it's like all sand at the beaches. That's what we're doing. Can you see the bridge? Is the bridge behind me? No, you can't really see it from here. It's like right behind me over that way. So this is Perkins Cove. So Marginal Way starts right behind me, I guess, and then it goes like along here and then all along there. I have not done it. The kids used to walk Marginal Way like at least a couple times a week last year. So I think we're going to go around like the Perkins Cove loop. I'll try to like video that. I don't know how dark it is or lit up. And then we are going to go to the grocery store and get stuff for ice cream. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so today we are going to pick up, she wanted ice cream, she doesn't like cake, so we're gonna do like ice cream sundaes for dessert. We packed tonight for lunch. I know some people asked me. I just had turkey and popcorn and apples and carrot sticks and cheese and bread. So that's what we did. Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. Two little trees. Daughter said they needed to like reshingle this whole side from the fire because the fire was so bad from over here. Look at this snowman. See the big Christmas tree? So nice, huh? Look how big that one is. This is Ogunquit Beach, and so my kids said that this is where it actually stops. So the marginal way like stops here. Ocean out there. So my daughter's birthday was the other day, and she doesn't really like cake, and so I thought that we would make some yummy treats. So I made hers first, and we just did like, I almost did it like layered, like ice cream, whipped cream, peanut butter sauce, hot fudge. And it was, you know, like just kind of layered for like an older person because it's an older person's thing. But then for the little kids, I made these small little things. If you've ever been to Friendly's, I don't know if they still make them. It has been years since we've been to Friendly's. I think Friendly's is mainly like a New England type thing. But there was never one up where we were. There was never a regular Friendly's by us. And so one of my pregnancies, I was dying for a Reese's Pieces sundae. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just dying for one. And then I think one of the kids had a birthday. And then I looked up, because I remember having conehead sundaes. And I looked up somewhere like how they make a conehead sundae. So, or I can't even remember now, guys. So I decided that I would make my own conehead sundaes at that point, and it has been years since I made those, but I thought it would just be a fun treat to make them their little conehead sundaes here. So that's what I'm doing. I layered a layer of Reese's Pieces in the bottom, and then I'm putting 3 scoops of ice cream. Honestly, you can just do this with 1 scoop of ice cream. I probably should have done that. Some of the kids didn't even like complete their whole thing. And you just put put the ice cream there. Make sure the middle, like, blump circle thing is just, like, circled so that you will be able to later decorate it. You'll see in a minute how I have it there. So I'm dipping the chocolate just on the top of here and then putting it on the top. So I'm going to do that for each and every one of these little conehead men. They're just so cute, and the kids love them. I wish I got their expressions when I called them in to say, here's your snack or whatever. We're kind of going out big bang with using up all of our sugary type things, because starting the new year, I really want to regroup our health, and it's going to be regrouping our health, like mentally, spiritually, physically. And so that's going to include our diet, our physical, like what we're doing. We'll go through it all. Just revamping everything. It has been a long year, and we need a good starting point. So it's going to be a new starting point for us starting the beginning of the new year. Just new homeschool routine and all the new things, guys. So we got lots coming up. So I'm just putting the little face on here. I found that the brown eyeballs to me looked more like a face than when I did that orange and yellow one down on the bottom. I was like, oh, it doesn't look as much as a face. My daughter was holding the camera. She's like, oh my goodness, my arms are getting tired from holding the camera. So then I'm just putting it's supposed to be like hair puffs coming out from the side of the little cone head. And oh my goodness, they absolutely adored these. I hope your kids will too. Thanks for coming along. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful night.